Roberto, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You want simple questions because you're tired. Have you been doing too much on the training pitch?
In this week we worked very strong, and the week was good. Was a very good week to work. We worked about new things, and I hope tomorrow we can see something about this work, no?
2 games into life in England, life in the Premier League. How much have you learnt about the team, the Premier League and yourself in this very short period of time?
If you fight in Premier League, you have to know the all games can be very difficult. You can win. We could win against Liverpool, against Tottenham, but you can lose all game, and you can win every game. You have to know the Premier League is a very difficult competition, and you have to be ready to find every opponent.
Up next, Brentford, a side that
we can suffer Brentford too, because Brentford is a good team. We can suffer about their style of play, second ball, long balls, but anyway we can play our football, and they can suffer us, no? About our skills, ability, our players, our style of play, and I think the last result is not fair, and we have the possibility to win the next game.
Ivan Toney is clearly a massive player for Brentford. He'll be playing, should he be selected, his 100th game for the club, and has an incredible goal record for them. How do you stop a player of his quality that has so many different ways he can score goals and affect the team?
I think we are able to defend. We have Dunk and Webster and Veltman. They are big players. They are great players. But we have to defend in 11, and we have to attack in 11. I don't want to put more responsibility of Dunk or Webster, because the first defender has to be Welbeck, no? And the first attacker has to be Dunk.
You talk about being strong defensively. Brighton have the joint best defensive record in the Premier League. You conceded just 9 goals. For a manager that wants to play attacking, exciting football, and as you perhaps just said there, how important is it you still are solid defensively whilst having your attacking philosophy?
I think I would like to win every game 4-5-0, but I think it's not possible, no? And you have to choose your way, your style. In the first press conference, I told you I love attack, but in the football you have to attack and you have to defend. But if you choose who want to be, you accept something too different for this squad, no, this team.
And just finally from me, some sad news for Enoch Mwepu, who I know you didn't get the opportunity to work with. You've only been here a couple of weeks, but a huge blow for a player. The club invested a lot of money in him, and someone with huge potential at just 24 years old. How upsetting is it for you that you won't get the opportunity to work with him, and what have the team done to show their affection for him as a player?
Yes, about Enoch, I don't want to speak about money, but I want to speak only about human problem, no? I'm sorry, I'm very sorry for him, for his family. I wrote a message 2-3 days ago to him, and I wrote him, I'm ready. I'm always ready to listen what Enoch wants to do. I stay here, and I'm ready to help him.
Thank you.
Roberto, lovely to speak to you for the first time since you came to Brighton. I've just interviewed Leandro Trossard. He's had such a good start to the season, 5 Premier League goals and an assist. How impressed have you been with his form?
Leo is one of the best players of the team, I think. And I always want better and more and more. I think he can score more goals, but I don't want his focus is only on the goals. For example, against Liverpool, he scored 3 goals, but with Tottenham, no. But I want he can play well. The first things is he has to play well and for the team, and after we look.
He scored 23 Premier League goals for Brighton. He's just 3 behind top scorers Glenn Murray and Neil Maupay. Do you feel that very soon he will become Brighton's all-time leading goal scorer?
I hope, and I want to help him, because if he can score more goals, he helps us, help his team, no, his other players.
And finally from me, Brighton do have a really good away record at the moment, 5 wins in your last 9 Premier League games. How important is it for you to maintain that consistency away from home?
It's important, but the most important is to try the right condition to win every game. This is most important. And after the game, we will look the result, and we can analyze the game. But in the beginning, we have to think only to win. How to find the condition to win the game.
Thank you.
Roberto, is there any injury news? Any players that are not going to make the weekend?
No, no injury. All players are good and are ready to play tomorrow. We have 2 games in 4 days, and but for the moment, I'm thinking about the next game against Brentford, and from Saturday we will think Nottingham.
Because you've got 2 games so close, you've picked the same team. Does this give you a chance to maybe have a look at other players who maybe Mitoma, Undav?
Maybe.
So maybe within that?
Yes. Maybe, but I usually put my focus on the first game.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And then worry about the
Yes.
other one, yeah. You've lost Enoch, very sad. Have you any news on Jakub Moder, who's another midfielder who's been out at the moment, obviously? Is there any news on his recovery?
He is working in the gym, and I wait him, no, but it's not early, no. I don't know. In March, I think he can come back.
Okay. And in terms of what you've been focusing, you said you've been training hard this week. What has been the focus this week? What have you been working on specifically, or just everything?
On the ball,
Yeah.
on the ball for us, and to give players more solution and more order on the pitch, more organization. In the first days of week with the ball, today without the ball, face defensive and strategy.
And just lastly, Thomas Frank's team, what about the style of play of Brentford? What do you make of their style?
I spoke, Brentford is a good team. They can play with 5 defenders or 4. And the last game, Newcastle, they played with 5 defenders, but they can play with 3 attackers. And we are ready to play in every style, in every kind.